furball lovers. So we're doing another raising furball video. What we're going to be working on today is going through all of her commands, making sure they're cemented inside of her brain. She's done really well with the Platz command, really well with the sit command. We've kind of done other commands like touch, as well as shaking, and I'm sure a few other ones that I'm forgetting there. And then we're trying to fade the lure on the posing command. So you've seen me do this with the Platz command, where at first I had to do a very exaggerated lure to get her into the down position. And now I've gotten it to where she just hears the command Platz and she goes into the down position pretty consistently. She has been very excitable today, and that's one thing you're going to encounter with any dog. Some days they're very focused, they're very energetic, or they're very lazy. And so with this playlist, I'm trying to show you everything, not just the good times, but also the times when she's not so motivated, when she's not so obedient, and then you can learn how to deal with that in your own dog as well. And so that's why I think is really valuable about this playlist, is that I'm not just showing you the good times, I'm also showing you the not so good times and how I deal with that. I'm bringing Bandit in because he's been very adorable today and he wants some food. I'm not going to spend too much time training him. This playlist is kind of focused on her. I'm mainly using him as kind of a motivator, let's say, and also because, well, he wanted to come in with me and I love the dog. So let's continue on. Rump. Good girl. Okay, so we'll start out kind of easy. We'll give Bandit a treat. And then we're going to kind of raise the difficulty. I'm going to kind of focus on the posing command, because I really want to get that down, and she's so close to it. What we're kind of working on right now is getting her to associate the word pretty with her going into that position. So I'm not going to talk as much when I'm actually training her, because there's a couple of videos ago, I explained that me talking a lot has kind of diluted the command word a lot. And so I'm trying to be silent before and after I give the command word, so that way she really associates the command word with her falling into position. Rump. Good girl. Pretty. Okay. Rump. Hey. Rump. No. She's been doing that a little bit lately, where she kind of like comes over to me. I think that she's going to get in position. I'll give the command word, and then she just kind of wanders off again. And so I'm really trying to not reward that at all. And I'm only going to reward her if she falls into position when I ask her to and in front of me. Rump. Good girl. Pretty. Okay. So I'm really just trying to fade the lure here. Fade the targeting hand. She's just distracted. I'm not going to give the verbal command because this is kind of a consistent thing with her now. Come here. And she's like, I'm so cute. You're going to give me rewards no matter what. No, I'm not. Good girl. Pretty. Okay. I've been forgetting to add in the release word, so I'm going to try to do that consistently today. Rump. Pretty. Okay. So you can see my lure has now gone from a much more pronounced lure to kind of like flicking my wrist. And that is good progress, but she's been at that stage for about a day now. Rump. Good girl. Pretty. Pretty. Okay, good girl, good girl. So that was pretty good. She got into a full pose position there. She actually paused for a moment, which is why I gave her an extra treat. I'm trying to really reward her when she does it with a minimal lure and extends the pretty pose for a little bit, because that's also tricky. Rump. Pretty. Pretty. Okay. Good girl. Rump. Good girl. Pretty. Pretty. Okay. Pretty. Okay. So I'm not being super picky about how good the posing is. I'm really focusing on trying to fade the lure to where I can only have to do a flick of the wrist. And the reason why I'm giving the command word pretty right there is because, well, that's the command word I want. And also if I do like target with my hand, she's been moving into position consistently. So I'm pretty confident I can get her into position. I'm just trying to get her to preempt my lure. And so if she does, go into the pose position when I say pretty and before I give the lure, I'm going to reward her very heavily to really reinforce that. And that'll be the breakthrough that we're looking for in the next couple of days. Pretty. Okay. Right now, that's pretty expected. That's kind of like her current state of things right now. Rump. Good girl. Pretty. Okay. Her current state of things is she'll do it, but she needs a lure currently. Pretty. Okay. So that's what we're trying to get away from, but we'll see how successful we are if we have a breakthrough in this one or the next lesson or the one after that. Pretty. Okay. She keeps going to the side of me. Pretty. Trying to use my head as a lure. Pretty. Okay. She is holding it pretty good. Like her balance has gotten pretty good. We just really need to get her to where she moves into position without that lure. No. Over here. Over here. No. So she's being stubborn right now. So to get rid of this, I'll walk around a little bit. Rump. Good girl. Okay. Now I want to just reinforce her moving in front of me. Good girl. Rump. Good girl. Pretty. Okay. She doesn't need a severe lure. It's just a pretty minor lure, but I am determined to get her to not need that lure. Pretty. Okay. Pretty. Okay. Pretty. Okay. Pretty. Okay. Pretty. Okay. Look how good she's doing with the lure. I just need to get her to where she doesn't need the lure, and I'm staying stocked up on treats so that when she does do it, I can reward her very heavily. Pretty. Trying to use my head as a lure. Okay. Pretty. Okay. Pretty. Pretty. Okay. Pretty. Pretty. Okay. Pretty. Okay. Pretty. Okay. All right, so I'm doing the same command word over and over and over again, which may seem kind of boring, but I'm trying to get her to preempt that command. Preempt the lure, I should say. And if she does do that, then we'll have a new baseline we can work off of. Pretty. Look at my hand. Pretty. Okay. She is holding it though, that is improvement. She's not exactly super excited about it. I'll try hiding the hand. Pretty. Okay. Try not using the command word just to see if she'll offer it randomly. Good girl. Maybe I can use my face as a lure. Rump. Good girl. Pretty. Good girl. I'm just gonna try to use something different than my hand. Pretty. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. So really, I think she was just kind of fixated on my hand. So ironically, and maybe this is not recommended, but using my face as a lure. No. Ooh. And this is how you guys know it's unedited. Fighting with my dog over treats. So now I think that's a little bit of a breakthrough. Rump. Hey. Pretty. Good girl. Pretty. Good girl. I'm just doing any progress towards it right now. Pretty. Good girl. Pretty. Good girl. Rump. Pretty. Good girl. Rump. Pretty. Good girl. Now I start adding the release word. I should have been doing that all along, but I got so excited that she did it without my lure that I've kind of neglected that piece of it. Rump. Good girl. Pretty. Pretty. Good girl. I forgot it again. Rump. Pretty. Okay. Rump. Pretty. Okay. Now I can start fading the lure of my face. Rump. Pretty. Pretty. Okay. Rump. Pretty. Okay. Really, I'm just super excited that I don't have to use my hand anymore as a lure. All right, we'll live with that. Pretty. More. Pretty. Okay. That's a good girl. I will say this is not a conventional training method. I've just noticed that she's very fixated on my hand as the target. Pretty. More. Okay. Rump. Pretty. Okay. Bandit just wants food. Pretty. Okay. Pretty. Hey, pretty. Okay. Rump. Pretty. More. Pretty. 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 Okay. All right, we only have 3 treats left. But honestly, this is all worth it just to have her not need the lure. Pretty. Pretty. Okay. And we have one to you, Bandit. Hey, Romp. Good girl. Flats. Good girl. Okay. All right, that is it for the treats, and I think she is a little bit tired and worn out as well, so I think it's a good time to end it. So in summary there, I usually try to work in all different commands, but here I was noticing a particular difficulty point, and that was getting her to go into that posing position even for a split second without me luring her with my hand. And so the solution there, and what we tried to do, which is a little bit unconventional, but that's why I like to show you all the different situations that I encounter here, because a lot of these videos, they'll try to be like 2 minutes to do this, 10 minutes to do this, etc., etc., and that's just not reality. Reality is that different dogs require different types of training, and it depends on the situation and how to get them to accomplish a command. So with her right there, I started noticing that she was extremely fixated on my hand. She wouldn't move into position whatsoever unless I kind of flicked my hand or brought my hand over her head a little bit. And so I kind of improvised a little bit. I started using my face because she likes to lick my face. I started using my face as the lure, and this will give her a little bit of generalization. I use that same word, pretty, with the hand lure as well as when I try to get my face near her. And so she's going to start associating that command word with moving into position. And even though it didn't really seem like this or seem like it, I believe today was a pretty big breakthrough with her, and my anticipation is I'll be able to get her to at least move into position for a second or two within the next week or so. And so this is my experience kind of speaking to me over time. It may not seem like a big breakthrough, but it really is a big breakthrough to be able to fade that lure to where I'm not using my hand anymore to get her into position. And you know, I would bet you $1 that I can get her into position consistently with just the command word within the next week or so. So I hope you guys learned something. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what I did right, what I did wrong. We can have a little debate down there if you guys want to. And I'll catch you next time.